Welcome to the third and final video of Socotra. Today we'll cover the far south and the west of the island. Sit back and enjoy. We've arrived in the southern part of the island. What's the name of this cave, Mud?
Dugub Cave.
Okay, we're just entering now. It's not too far to walk to from the car. It is very hot. Last cave we went to Zaheq Cave, took an hour and a half to get to, but it looks like this is only, what, 5-minute walk? Here's the cave. So here's the cave. It's not as impressive as Zaheq Cave, but certainly worth a look. So you see here we've got the stalactites over here. Absolutely magnificent. And up until 20-30 years ago, local families used to live in this cave. Now it's just occupied by goats. But there's a lot of water coming through from the stalactites above me.
Hello? Woo! Is anybody here? Woo! So pretty. Wow.
After the cave, we went to the town nearby for lunch. We're going to a local family's house for lunch. This will be interesting. We'll see how we go. So around here. This is the room we're going to have lunch in. And make sure you always take your shoes off before you enter anyone's house as well. We then went to the shops in town and bought some supplies, and then also had to get some petrol, as the queues for petrol were several hours long in the capital of Hadawal. Okay, because the capital city's running out of petrol, we're actually buying petrol from this little hole in the wall store just here. Let's see how we go. Alright, we're going into this shop here. Let's see what they sell. What do they sell? Everyone's following Christina and I into the shop. Everyone in the town.
Oh, is this supposed to be good?
My water, petrol. Shopkeepers asleep. All the local kids love Christina, don't they? They just keep following her. Here we are. We're getting some petrol. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, here's all the petrol for the refill. They won't stop. They will not stop following Christina.
I can't believe it! They're like magnets.
A short drive to the south is called Zaheq Dunes, right on the southern coast. Okay, we just arrived at the dunes. I'm just hoping the car's not stuck. We didn't deflate the tyres. But here I am, walking up to the top of this dune. Let's see what the view is on the other side, shall we? Hopefully a good view. Yeah, oh, there's more dunes. Wow, there's lots of them. Okay, hopefully the sand's not too hot. Okay, that's good, it's not too hot. Here's the view around here. Alright, you ready for the view? There's the sea out there.
Wow, that's cool.
Alright, let's get the drone up in the air, shall we? Yeah, I look really like I'm from Socotra right now, don't I? Yeah, so we arrived at the beach. A lot of crab holes here. Quite a few waves coming in. I reckon if I came back here in 10 years' time, it could be a very different story here with all the development that's expected to happen around this region.
Amazing. Woo! Ran, how are you enjoying Socotra?
Okay, I've enjoyed the camping, but to be honest, I'm glad tonight's the last night. I need a proper hotel room for once, but yeah.
No, I wish to stay here for another month.
Oh, wow.
I love it here. I really love it. And this is the sunset vibes. We are
And
at the Aomak Beach.
well, another epic day it was today. Like, look at the sunset here. Christina's just using the drone at the moment over where all those cows are. But I reckon if I come back here in 20 years' time, it's going to be completely developed and there'll be tourists everywhere. But for the moment, only personnel. Today we'll see the dolphins, go to Shoab Beach, and also go to the wonderful Detwah Lagoon. So it's our final night camping. We just had breakfast in bed. How did you sleep last night, Christina?
Great. And how happy I am I brought my own
Sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Yep. So we just had eggs and bread. We stayed in this little short little shed last night, and here's the view we had this morning. We then went to the nearby town of Qalansiyah, and we got a boat to have a look at all the dolphins. So we're about to go for a boat ride. Like we're near the lagoon on the far west of the island. Have a look, basically every single kid in town is here to see us off. So let's see how we go.
Wow.
Well, there's all the dolphins. It's incredible. We're following them. This is amazing. So we're making our way from Qalansiyah Beach to another stunning beach called Shoab Beach. It's probably the two best beaches in all of Socotra. And the only time of the year you can visit Socotra is between mid-October and mid-May. Outside of these months is the southwest monsoon season, and the island experiences strong winds and really rough seas.
Like you were running for camera, that's why.
Yeah, that's why they were asking, yeah. What is your name?
Isma? Ali. Isma?
What is your name?
Ali? And
Ali. And what's your name? Ali. Ah. Oh, both Ali's.
You're so cute, Ali. Oh, very nice. Ali. Brothers?
The advantage of coming here is Christina and I are the only people on the beach apart from Ali and Ali, the two local kids.
Ali and Ali?
Yeah, but here we are. We've got this whole beach to ourselves. Be a very different story next time.
Ooh, amazing.
We will have this beach all to ourselves, but different story next time, I think.
Found some dolphins. Front.
They found some sort of fish. We're just going to have a look at what it is now. The other boat's just stopped. See what we find. Apparently it's a really tasty eating fish, so everyone's going to try and catch this particular type of fish.
Where is the fish? I will catch the fish. We had an amazing first half of the day in the sea. We took a boat, we went to swim, There were dolphins, snorkel a bit, beautiful beach of Shoab Beach. Shoab Beach. And then we caught black grober, black grober, the most famous and tastiest fish of Socotra.
After a wonderful morning of seeing the dolphins, we then drove through Qalansiyah, and we're now going to have some tasty lunch, then make our way to the Detwah Lagoon. Have a look at the number of goats that are here. They're everywhere. We're also up on this hill here. Look at them on. They are everywhere. Qalansiyah is the second biggest city in Socotra after Hadibel, the capital, and it's well worth staying nearby there to go and visit nearby Shoab Beach and also to the Detwah Lagoon, which we're about to visit. You even see some military tanks just before you arrive to the Detwah Lagoon, which is interesting to see. So we've arrived at the lagoon. Christina's going to climb up to the top here. I'm not a good enough climber to make my way up there, but let's release the drone over the lagoon. So here I am at the lagoon, and look at this, like one of the best beaches in Socotra, and not surprisingly I'm the only person here. Detwah Lagoon was one of the nicest beaches I'd ever seen, and literally had it all to ourselves. Absolutely spectacular. In 10 years time, I believe if I come back it'll be a very, very different story. We're now making our way back to Hadibel, the capital city. We'll spend our final night there, then we fly back to where we live in the United Arab Emirates tomorrow. But first of all, because it's during COVID times, the time of this video, we had to get a PCR test at the hospital in Hadibel, and we got our results the next morning, and then we flew back to Dubai. Anyone who is contemplating on going to Socotra, if you're an adventurous person and want to go somewhere that no one else in the world goes to, it is a place for you. But if you're going for luxury travel, this is probably not the right destination for you. However, that may change in the future. So there's been a 5-hour wait for petrol, but because Christina and I are in the vehicle with our guides, we can sort of jump the queue. But have a look at this. This is absolutely mental. Everyone's fighting with jerry cans here for petrol. So here's the room. Got a cupboard in here. 2 twin beds. Refrigerator side in Socotra, but here we are. Everyone who's basically a tourist in the islands at this restaurant tonight. So here we are. Even the fish we caught today. So that concludes our week in Socotra. Like with the last people at the restaurant, we're back in Hadibel, the capital. But Christina, what was your highlight of the trip to Socotra?
The favorite place in Socotra? Well, I don't have a favorite place. There's so many different things. White dunes, sugar dunes, how I call it, those 3 dunes, beaches, snorkeling, diksum, dragonfly trees. Everything it's unbelievably beautiful.